Over the past years, it has come to seem that one of the major downsides of being a tech billionaire is having an unstable home. However, Mark Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla Chan seem to have been an exception to this, considering that they have been together since before the advent of Facebook. However, there seems to be trouble in paradise as Priscilla has made some very disturbing revelations about her marriage to Zuckerberg. Even the public has been getting hints of some troubles in some of his most recent gestures. Join us as we unravel this, but let's take you back to where it all began for a minute. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta's co-founder and chief executive, met his wife, Priscilla Chan, while he was attending Harvard University. The two were introduced for the first time at a fraternity party in 2003 during Zuckerberg's sophomore year. By that time, he had already gained some recognition for his programming talent and had also created FaceMash, the inflammatory website comparing the physical appeal of Harvard students. Priscilla was also a sophomore majoring in biology, and they just liked each other. Despite busy schedules, the two started dating shortly after their meeting. They found themselves connecting on mutual respect, shared values, and an in-depth realization of each other's ambitions. Priscilla was born to Chinese-Vietnamese refugee parents, raised in Quincy, Massachusetts, and had that great sense of determination and a passion for helping others that resonated deeply with Zuckerberg's drive to have a meaningful influence on the world. As Zuckerberg's career path began to take off with the founding of Facebook in 2004, Priscilla pursued academic and professional interests. He dropped out of Harvard to move to Silicon Valley and build Facebook into a global phenomenon, but the two kept their relationship going despite the distance. She graduated from Harvard in 2007, majoring in biology, and went into medicine. She attended the University of California, San Francisco, where she graduated in 2012 with a medicine degree, and she even taught and volunteered in one pediatric clinic during this time. By that time, Zuckerberg was positioning Facebook as one of the most influential technology companies in the world and changing the way humans communicated with others on the internet. The point of their commitment to philanthropy and social impact has been among the cornerstones of their marriage. The same year Priscilla graduated from medical school, Mark Zuckerberg took Facebook public, and they married in a surprise ceremony in their backyard. The wedding was modest and intimate, a reflection of the personalities of this very down-to-earth couple. Shortly after marrying in 2015, they went so far as to announce the creation of the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, a philanthropic effort aimed at trying to fix some of the most important things in the world, such as education, health, and science research. Through CZI, they have pledged to give some of their Facebook shares towards these causes, which is all proof of their commitment to using their fortune and influence to improve humanity. In 2015, Mark and Priscilla gave birth to their first baby girl, Maxima Chan Zuckerberg, most times called Max, and had the second one in 2017, August Chan Zuckerberg. They have never stopped gushing over how the girls have enriched their lives, referring to them as the center of their universe. Zuckerberg has posted sweet notes on social media about the charms of being a father, from reading Dr. Seuss's books to Max, to building a crib for August. Priscilla is deeply passionate about pediatric care and has spoken about how being a mom herself has further committed her to striving to improve the health and well-being of children. The couple has tried to balance their high-profile careers with trying to spend good quality time parenting their two daughters. The Zuckerberg-Chan family had continued to be remarkable with their vast fortunes and influence for humility and pursuit of privacy, staying in relatively modest Palo Alto, California housing, instilling such values as curiosity, kindness, and gratitude within their children. Mark and Priscilla often give glimpses into their family life, showing how important it is to spend quality time together, be it family vacations, celebrating cultural traditions, or the enjoyment of outdoor activities. The couple tries to instill a sense of normalcy into their daughters. Other than that, the couple also purpose to create exposure for their children, Max and August, to various activities such as learning Mandarin and community service, reflecting their multicultural heritage and being global citizens. Of course, apart from their roles, Mark and Priscilla continued to advance their individual interests while supporting each other in their dreams. To this date, Zuckerberg still keeps the reins of Meta, driving innovations in virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and most recently, the metaverse. Meanwhile, Priscilla is a pediatrician and continuously gets involved with philanthropy by using that experience to make her voice prominent for the welfare and education of children. Their marriage has been based on love, respect, and having the same values when it came to their future goals. From being students at Harvard to global leaders, through to committed parenting, this career path certainly testifies to long stretches of stamina and ambition towards committing the best in life. Mark and Priscilla's story is not only about the individual achievements of the duo, but more about the life they've built together. It has been a relationship that gives them strength and inspiration, resulting in fame, fortune, and children. Parenting their girls has been prioritized while pursuing their respective careers. This marks them as calm and collected, with values and commitment to a legacy of compassion, innovation, and service. With all the love and purpose, Max and August really take center stage and carry the hope and dreams of Mark and Priscilla for the future. The Zuckerberg-Chan family continues to inspire millions around the world through family, work, and philanthropy. Mark Zuckerberg's romance with Priscilla Chan has always been a balancing act, balancing humility and grand gestures. In recent times, Zuckerberg does appear to be pulling all the cards, with more extravagant and even more creative shows of love. Probably one of the most talked-about moments in their relationship was when he celebrated their dating anniversary in an over-the-top style, hooking up with famous rapper and producer T-Pain to make a song for Priscilla. Not only did this gesture come out of nowhere, but it was really sentimental in that it brought together Mark Zuckerberg's love for technology and innovation and wanting to make Priscilla feel special. The song itself had some really emotional lyrics that talked about their journey together as a couple from the early days in Harvard to building up a family and a life together. The track was tinged with T-Pain's signature auto-tune style to make it both retro and current. Zuckerberg then shared the song on his social media to give the world a glimpse of his playful and romantic side. The down-to-earth and private Priscilla was said to have been in tears from the gesture. She would later rave that Zuckerberg was so creative and thoughtful, and that the song totally captured their relationship, bringing back all those great memories. Complementing the musical gesture, Zuckerberg also had a unique and very extravagant gift commissioned for Priscilla, which was a custom statue to symbolize love and partnership. It was a statue sculpted by the artist Daniel Arsham to portray a captivating feeling of strength and tenderness. There have been different reactions from people about the gift, with some seeing it as really extravagant and one saying it was a really billionaire thing to do. Priscilla is said to have been overcome by the present, which she termed a beautiful manifestation of their life together. She praised how Zuckerberg had intertwined art and emotion in the statue to testify to his deep commitment to their relationship. It was a rare and flashy move for a couple that preferred to keep their life low-key, but for Priscilla, who cherished the extra steps taken by Zuckerberg, it meant so much more. Also, the couple's large home, over 7,000 square feet in Palo Alto, California, mirrors life and the successes shared between them. Their house, with modern architecture, marries sustainable design with luxury. The property features state-of-the-art technology, including a smart home system that Zuckerberg reportedly helped design, along with eco-friendly elements such as solar panels and a rainwater recycling system. The interior of the family home is sumptuously luxurious and cozy, highlighted with spacious living areas, a modern kitchen, and a library full of volumes expressing eclectic interests. Meanwhile, outside there is a swimming pool, tennis court, and beautifully landscaped gardens that provide a serene retreat for the family. The house itself, amidst all that greatness, is pretty simple and still warm enough for Mark and Priscilla's kids, Max and August, to grow up in a tender and well-rooted environment. Many times, Priscilla has been caught gushing over Zuckerberg's gestures and gifts whenever he tries something and is very grateful. She has referred to him as a romantic, who stops at nothing to make her feel loved and appreciated. She speaks in interviews and through social media about how these gestures show and tell of their bond and help them get closer together. Priscilla's responses to Zuckerberg's presence seem to mark how close and respectful their relationship has been. She has, in many ways, asserted celebrating love and milestones in a way to reminisce on the progress made thus far in building up a life together. More than all the fancy presents and celebrations, Mark and Priscilla have been focused on the vision that they have in store for their future and that of their children. They utilize their very significant platform and influence and their considerable resources toward giving back to the world with the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. That, in great part, reinforced their partnership of being committed to philanthropy, as well as other social causes they care deeply about. Their mutual purpose and partnership in that shared endeavor were crucial to keeping a balance in both personal and professional life with being away from themselves. Mark and Priscilla are parents and are focused on creating a loving and supportive environment for their children. They have been very conscious of the values of kindness, curiosity, and resilience they want to instill in their children, while also exposing them to diverse experiences and cultures. The couple quite often shares tender moments of family life, which range from playing in the backyard to celebrating their culture. These are tender moments that show how much family means and how great it feels to bring up their kids together. Mark Zuckerberg's over-the-top ways of celebrating his love for Priscilla, from the collaboration with T-Pain to a custom statue, are representative of how he deeply loves and appreciates her. These over-the-top actions are believed to be steeped in sincerity to acknowledge their journey as a couple. Priscilla's emotional reactions only serve to drive home how phenomenal this bond is and how mutual the admiration is between these two. Together, they lead such an extra yet normal life, stitching all the elements of being world leaders, philanthropists, and dedicated parents. Their legacy lives on today, a reminder of what love, creativity, and common purpose can achieve in forging and enabling as well as fulfilling life. However, regardless of how stable their life may seem and how grand these gestures are, there have been speculations over whether it is a loving sentiment or that there are problems in the relationship which Zuckerberg is trying to fix with these gifts. Onlookers have said these over-the-top gifts might be Zuckerberg's way of compensating for perceived shortfalls or trying to rekindle a sense of closeness amid the pressures of their busy lives. The very public nature of these gestures has sparked questions as to whether they represent real displays of affection or part of a calculated effort to project an image of marital harmony. Critics say that these kinds of public showmanship may mask an undercurrent of strain, resulting from the demands on Zuckerberg as CEO of Meta and his shared duties as a father and philanthropist. One factor that might have given the rumors some credence is the well-documented fixation on work by Zuckerberg. He has been in the front line at Meta, deep in the trenches of the metaverse, a virtual reality space which he says he thinks is humanity's future. There are reports revealing how Zuckerberg invests a huge amount of his time in virtual reality and how this habit is seriously affecting him even in his personal life. The most striking reported event was that Zuckerberg presumably asked Priscilla if she was his human wife after hanging out in VR, which probably blurred the line between the virtual and physical world. Though probably exaggerated, this incident has brought into relief the debate on to what extent his work has intruded into his family life. Critics say this could alienate him from those close to him and could separate him from reality. Priscilla, patient and understanding as she is, has supported the ambitions of her husband, according to reports. But the recent obsession has put up a question for many if his love for the metaverse has cost him his relationship. Also, there was another reported comment where he referred to one of his children as a digital spawn, which only hints at his estrangement from reality. That comment was out of context, but to some, it was further proof of how deep he is into the virtual world. The comment automatically sparked debates about how Zuckerberg's work may be distorting his sense of family and identity. Worst, some even say that the amount of time he invests in the metaverse shapes his thinking of the world in a form that will never be distinguishable from reality. Therefore, these raise questions about the state of his marriage and his relationship with his family, especially for Priscilla, who has been balancing her support for Zuckerberg's dream with devotion to the well-being of her family. In the wake of this, Zuckerberg's gifts to Priscilla have been interpreted by some people as an attempt to heal the potential rift in their relationship. The song by T-Pain, the custom-made statue, among other over-the-top gestures, could simply be his assurance of love and commitment because he actually spends so much time and energy at work. In fact, some critics have even suggested that these displays might be a way for Zuckerberg to compensate for moments of absence or distraction, using his resources to create memorable experiences, underscoring his commitment to their partnership. Some say these might also be ways of reassuring not just Priscilla but also the public that, yes, their love is very much alive despite the many challenges they face. Priscilla's reactions to these gifts have been warm and appreciative, but they also have been scrutinized for any indication of the state of their relationship. Her public gushing about the T-Pain song and the statue has been interpreted by many as trying to reinforce the happy united family narrative in the midst of rumors of tension. According to sources close to the couple, Priscilla has been an influential, grounding voice to counterbalance Zuckerberg's intense work focus, with her focus on family and community. To many, her skill at managing the complexities of their life together has been deeply impressive, yet raised questions regarding whether she bears the brunt of maintaining stability in their family amidst Zuckerberg's exacting career. Even their mansion in Palo Alto, which is spectacular in itself, is also often framed in terms of their overall success and subject to much speculation. While the house is indeed impressive, some suggested that this grandeur was perhaps used to deflect any views of problems they may have faced. An estate as technologically modern as theirs, replete with every conceivable luxury, would almost be an attempt to make life as idyllic as possible and mask the more hidden problems. While others say the house speaks to their shared values and commitment to creating a home for their children, Max and August, to grow up in, many lauded the manner in which this couple seemed to strive to keep their daughters down to earth and humble in the face of enormous wealth. Those same traits have been leveraged as an antidote to the alienation created in a lifestyle that is unique. Ultimately, the public views Zuckerberg's grand gestures with admiration and skepticism, because while many people consider them very loving and appreciative, others feel they challenge or mask problems in their relationship. How all the time Zuckerberg spent in the metaverse is affecting his family life is anybody's guess, but his reported comments about his human wife and digital spawn did little to keep down the speculation. Of course, all these complexities have indeed been navigated, with Priscilla playing a critical role in being a force of stability. Such has also engendered speculation about the pressure she must be under in order to keep their family in harmony. As with most high-profile relationships, the truth probably lies somewhere between the public narratives and the family's realities. As far as we know, Mark and Priscilla's life has been filled with love, ambition, and a mutual wish to have a positive impact on the world. Their opulent gestures and ways of living stand for the particular challenges and opportunities that come along with exceptional lives. Whether these acts are perceived as expressions of love or ways in which to try to save the family, the nuances reflected show the challenges of managing personal and professional life in the limelight. Meanwhile, Mark and Priscilla have been making things work, trying to live well and create a life worth something to both them and the children. Let's get your opinion on this matter in the comments, and make sure you check out our other videos on the channel.